This is a 160 Q&A practice test. Plaintiff attorney, Mr. Drake, capital D-R-A-K-E. Defense attorney, Mr. Strang, capital S-T-R-A-N-G. And we'll start with defense attorney. Ready? Here we go. Do you look out the same window then again? Yes. And now you see her sort of walking towards your Uncle Stephen's trailer? Yes. Not too long after that, you leave the house with your bow to go hunting? Yes. Her SUV is still there? Yes. But you don't see her? No. And you don't see your Uncle Stephen at the moment? No. You are not looking for either one of them? No. You are just going out to get in your truck? Yes. Your truck is the other direction, so to speak. It's away from Stephen's house? Yes. Tell the jury. Did you hear a lot of horrible screaming when you came walking out with the bow? No, I didn't hear anything. Anybody crying for help? No. Was there any background noise that you remember that would have blocked out those sort of sounds? Not that I remember. Did you, as you drove off then to go deer hunting, it's what, 2:45 or 3, somewhere in that, yes, range? Yes. The deer, I guess, probably in general, aren't going to be up out of their beds and feeding, looking around for food in November until close to dusk? Yes. You are just driving 2 miles to your little hunting area? Yes. By yourself? Yes. Is it that you like to get up in the stand, especially early? Yes. So you don't spook the deer? Yes. Even if you are going to have to wait a couple hours for dusk? Yes. Anybody see you? Yes. As you are going hunting? Who? Scott Tadich? Scott Tadich? Yes. Okay, was he a friend of your mom's at that point? Yes. How do you know he saw you? Because I passed him on the highway. Okay, and what you told investigator Dietering is that Mr. Tadich would be available to verify precisely what time he had seen you? Yes. Why did you think that? Maybe he looked at his clock in his truck. You hadn't. Had you talked with him with Mr. Tadich about whether he could verify precisely when he saw you? No. You were just kind of hoping or guessing that maybe he could? Yes. What sort of? Well, you were bow hunting that day. Do you also participate in the gun season for deer? Yes. What do you use as a deer rifle? .3006. Is that yours? Yes. Do you have any other guns? Yes. What other long guns? I have shotguns, mostly all shotguns, but back at the end of October 2005, you also had a .22 caliber rifle? Yes. Marlin? Yes. Semi-automatic? Yes. And then your mom had a bolt-action .22 rifle in her bedroom, right? Yes. You kept your Marlin .22 semi-automatic in your bedroom? Yes. Mr. Dassey, just to finish, are you quite sure now, whatever details you don't remember of Halloween 2005 today, are you quite sure now that you woke up and got up sometime by 2:30 or a little before? Yes. You said yesterday that Blaine and Brendan were still in high school. Got home usually, 3:40, 3:45, somewhere in there? Yes. And that was regular every day? Yes, every day. Because they took a school bus to and from school? Yes. School lets out at the same time. The bus runs the same route. That they were pretty regular? Yes. And are you quite sure that Blaine and Brendan coming home that Halloween 2005 were not the ones who found you still asleep and awakened you? No. And if Blaine told the police that you were still sleeping at 3:40 or 3:45 when he got home from the school bus and that you awoke after he got home, Blaine is just mistaken? Yes. That's all I have, thanks. Mr. Dassey, you stated today on cross-examination that you believe that you saw Teresa walking towards your Uncle Steve's trailer after your shower. Is that right? Yes. But you had seen her arrive before your shower? Yes. Did you see where Ms. Halbeck parked her SUV. Yes. Where was that? Just in front of the van on the north side of the driveway. No obstruction to your view of that? No. Mr. Strang showed you a police report, an investigative report prepared by Investigator Dietering. Did you get a chance to look at that today? Yes. Have you had a chance to look at that before today that you can recall? Yes. When I asked yesterday when the last time you saw a fire at Steve's burn area was, scope, do you recall what your answer was? Scope. Just a second, there's an objection that it's beyond the scope of redirect. Is that correct? Of cross, yes. Beyond the scope of cross, so it's not proper redirect. It's what else he told Investigator Dietering. He showed him the very exhibit that I'm intending to refer to. No, I don't think that's enough. It wasn't something that was dealt with on cross, so I'm going to sustain the objection. All right. You said that you saw Scott Tadich on the way to deer hunting. About what time was it that you saw him? Do you recall? 2:45, about 2:45 p.m. Yes. So you had already seen Teresa Hallback by 2:45 and in fact had already left your residence. Is that right? No, she was still there. What I'm saying is you had already seen her. Oh, yes. And had left your residence. Yes, by 2:45. Yes. Mr. Strang asked if you heard any screaming or if you heard any other noises when you got into your truck. Were you listening for anything like that? No. How long does it take from exiting your trailer until you get into your truck? How far of a distance was that? Maybe 10 feet. I had it parked right in front of the door. How long would it take to get into your car? Maybe 10 seconds. Oh, so in those 10 seconds you didn't hear any screaming or any calls for help? No. Is that right? I think that's all, Judge. Thank you. No recross, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Dassey, you are excused. Your Honor, I will move Exhibit 123 or Exhibit 123, 124 was used only to refresh. Any objection? No. Very well, the exhibit is admitted, and we could probably have just a quick minute at sidebar. All right, members of the jury, I'm going to excuse you for a couple of minutes. All right, we have a word list. Steven, capital S-T-E-V-E-N. SUV is all caps, no periods, no spaces, SUV. Scott Tadich, capital S-C-O-T-T, new word, capital T-A-D-Y-C-H. Marlin, capital M-A-R-L-I-N. Dassey, capital D-A-S-S-E-Y. Blaine, capital B-L-A-I-N-E. Brendan, capital B-R-E-N-D-A-N. Teresa, capital T-E-R-E-S-A. Hallback, capital H-A-L-B-A-C-H. Dietering, capital D-E-D-E-R-I-N-G. D-E-D-E-R-I-N-G. All right, that will conclude our word list, and that will conclude our 160 Q&A practice test.